Everything we do is engineered to amaze.
Individual results may vary. Call for additional cost information. Other restrictions may apply. Equal housing lender. License in all 50 states. NMLS number 3030.
Welcome back to the PM show here. I'm Ray Holdridge, sitting with the great, legendary Mr. Robert Conrad.
Well, I like that. Great. And I like that in legendary.
Right.
And you know how you get to be great and legendary?
Tell me, boss.
You get old. So anyway, Rocky, what's your brother's name?
Raymond.
Hey, Raymond, this is Robert Conrad talking, and your brother's safe in studio. What do you think of that? And going into 11 million homes. And say hello to your mother for me, and tell her that Rocky is safe. Will you do that for me, Ray? Okay.
Hopefully.
Is she here now? Guess what? We now have the woman who you've wanted to know about.
That's right.
A lot of inquiry about this woman. I know her. I had the privilege of working with her, a very, very talented lady. And you've asked questions about her, and now we have an opportunity to talk to her. Ladies and gentlemen, I want all of you to pay attention, because now we have Phoebe Doran.
Phoebe, welcome to the show.
Hi.
Hi.
Phoebe.
I can't believe I'm talking to you.
Hey, baby, how are you?
Oh, God, I got all dressed up. I'm sitting here with my earrings on, just waiting to talk to you.
You know, I'm glad, because you're on camera, right?
We're all
serious.
watching.
Oh, my God.
No, I'm serious, Phoebe. You know the show's what do you call it?
Star of the show.
No, we're on film.
Oh, yeah.
Phoebe,
Okay.
are you looking
Ustream,
good?
internet
Well, I
stream.
must be a vampire, because I don't think I'm casting an image, but that's cool.
No, but Phoebe, are you looking good?
You know what? Yeah.
Okay,
People
good.
call me ma'am, which I can't stand, Robert, but yeah, I'm still here.
Good. Well, that's what I mean. I mean, right now, Phoebe, you're on camera, and I want to know if your hair and makeup and everything is the way it's supposed to be for an
Well,
actress.
you know, my neckline's a little too low, but I like that.
Ooh, there you go again. How you doing, Gid?
I'm doing good. It is so wonderful to hear your voice. You know, Robert, you were such an important part of my life. That whole Wild West thing
Yeah.
was such a formative thing for me, and such an important thing for me. You and Ross Martin. It was just amazing. And Mike Garrison.
Well, you guys were really so wonderful in the show. How many did you do? Did you do
I
8?
think we did 5.
No, you
and
did more than 5, kid.
maybe it was more than 5, but, you know, we were just plucked from New York and deposited in this incredible environment with all of these marvelous antique harpsichords and stage sets. And as long as I've worked in television in Hollywood, I've never had an experience like that, Bob. Never. I mean, it was glorious.
Well, listen, that's wonderful to hear.
Yeah.
Kid. Now, reaching out to this audience now of 11 million homes, this is the #1 show, international show in the country that you're talking to right now. I mean, Russia has more, but that's just domestic. We go all over the world. And,
Do you really?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And I have the privilege of having been the #1 French foreign actor. Do you believe that?
No, I love it.
And what we have next to me to verify that is a French woman. Do you want to say hello to Phoebe?
Yes, sure. Hello, Phoebe.
Hello, bonjour. Is that what I'm supposed to say?
Yes, that's true. That's it. Well, yeah, so we all know you have a very, very, a lot of fun in France, too.
Uh-huh.
Phoebe, have
Yeah.
you ever been overseas?
Yeah.
Have
Yeah.
I ever worked overseas?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've gone overseas, of course, because I wanted to see Europe when I was a kid, but my husband is French, and he speaks fluent French. He's American, but he was born in France.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hey, how long have you had this guy?
Well, after you
Thank you, darling.
disappointed me,
Thank you, darling.
I guess we've been together for about 30 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did you hear
that's
that?
heavy.
We did a wow together.
Yeah. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, good.
Yeah.
It's so good. You know, I was divorced. It'll be 3 years in June.
Oh.
And I was, yeah, right. I was 32 years with a woman, and I, God, loved her to death. But
That's a marriage, baby.
yeah, sometimes it happens. It is what it is, right?
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad that you got this. Now, what's going on right now in your career?
You mean, well, you know, what's interesting about having Kristen in my life, as you get older, Robert, I don't have to tell you this, people just look through you. You become this invisible person, and you're inside, you're still as vibrant and as vital as ever. And luckily, Christian is a writer, and he brought out that side of me, and the two of us are writing screenplays now, and it's like a rebirth. It's like a resurrection.
Wonderful.
The part of me that can't act acts in the films that we write.
I love that.
Yeah, it's like, you keep yourself, if you don't stay creative and you don't keep evolving, it's like a very slow, painful death,
Yeah, well, what happened, in my career is I decided, and I don't know if you're aware of this, but I decided in the last 20 that I was going to produce, which I did successfully, and direct, which I did successfully. And it was and create, and it was a fabulous experience.
Isn't it fabulous?
Oh God, I just enjoyed
because you're
it.
controlling the whole thing, the big picture, not just that little aspect of acting in it.
Yes, and I had my sons in some of my work, and they'd say, "Okay, now you're going to go up. See that side of that building? You're going to go up the second story." And and my son looked at me and said, "I'm going to do what, Dad?"
Are they as agile as you were? Because you had so many of the stuntmen on the show, which is also why I loved the show so much and loved working it.
Yeah, well, the youngest child of mine is not young. He's 40, but he's really good looking, and he's up for a major role. And cross my fingers he gets it. But
me too.
Anyway, he's a jock and a half, but he's got a unfortunate broken arm. He was visiting his in-laws, and they didn't leave the key, and he thought that if you went up on top of the roof that he could get into the house.
Yeah, you could slide down the chimney like Santa Claus and get into the house.
Yes, thank you, exactly. And he fell off the roof and broke his arm. And
oh, God. Well, he's lucky. He could have broken his neck.
Well, lucky. What's a 40-year-old guy doing on top of a roof?
Yeah.
Unless you're a burglar.
Or trying to date Phoebe Doran.
All right, so you're writing. Yeah, so you're writing.
Well, I'm also acting. I mean, I still keep my hand in and do whatever I can do. But, like you said, when you were producing and you were directing and you were writing and bringing the whole thing together, it's a much more creative kind of thing. You can't keep doing the same thing over and over and over again and keep it alive.
It's true. And, Phoebe, I'll tell you something that I'm enjoying is, so I went from the acting, then I went to the directing, and then I went to the producing, and then I went to the creating, and it was exciting, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And then I said enough. And then I started radio, and I thought it would last. I thought it would last about 3 weeks, because what this guy initially wanted is a controversy.
Oh, God.
The Rush Limbaugh and talking.
Yeah, like we don't have enough controversy.
Well, I just said this. I can't do it. It's not me. So I'll tell you. I'll put you on the air, and then it's going to last three weeks. Well, that was 3 years ago, and now he has the highest rated show.
Fantastic.
Yeah, it's great, and I just enjoy it. And what I really enjoy is France. They love us over there. God bless. Do they like us in France?
Of course we do.
Well, tell Phoebe in French that
and
they
they
like
love
us.
Jerry Lewis, right?
Yes.
Do you still like Jerry Lewis, my darling?
Yes, I do.
And who else do you
Love
like?
Jerry Lewis.
Who else? Lee
Phoebe.
Majors.
Lee Majors?
Yeah.
Lee Majors.
Yeah.
Oh, my
David
God.
Soul.
David Soul?
Yeah.
Good.
Phoebe Doran.
George Clooney.
And Phoebe Doran.
Gotta
Little
love
Phoebe Doran
Phoebe
and
Doran.
little Michael Dunn. Robert, I
Wait,
wish Michael
Phoebe.
were here to hear your voice and talk to you.
Hey, Phoebe, don't go anywhere. Because I'm going to talk to you. We're going to commercial.
Okay.
So will you stick around?
Yeah.
All right, thanks, babe.
Okay.
And think about this. When we come back, you talk about anything you want, okay?
Okay.
Thanks, babe.
Let's hear some behind the scenes action going on with Bob,
Sure,
maybe.
whatever.
All right, thanks. This is Ray Holdridge on the PM show with the legendary Robert Conrad. We're going to be back with Phoebe Doran. Can't wait.